What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, to the first owner RTG. So in this video I'm going to be going over the full custom tactics for FUT champions, from when you start off the game to where you finish off a game and all in between. But first, hit that subscribe button so it helps me, helps you, helps me, helps you, you know, and hit that like button so it can help others, you know. Okay, so after we get that done, now let's get into the tactics. So this is the team that I'm using. This is all first owner, except for Mendy because I accidentally submitted him into SBC. So rookie move, and then that's my bench right there too. But let's get into it. Custom tactics. So first, I took off the 5-1-2-2 formation from last week, so I did it a little updated. This is both for old gen and new generation. I took off the 5-1-2-2 tactic just because I prefer the 4-2-3-1 over it. But if you guys like the 5-1-2-2 to defend more, then go ahead and just take off the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-4-2 second variation and just put the 5-1-2-2. Just go back into my last week's video tactics where I go over the full strategies for the whole week, right? Anywho, so what I'm doing now to start off a game, I'm starting off actually with the 4-2-3-1, so the more defensive formation, only because I want to see if my opponent is pressing or if they're not pressing. Then I'll kind of see how I play or how the game feels, right? Within 20 minutes I'll know. After that I'll go to the 4-4-2 variation if I feel like I need another striker. Get a little bit more creative so I can go ahead and basically make more spaces and be able to score. Um, if I can't score with either of these two formations and I'm losing and I need a little bit more creativity, I'll switch to the 3-5-2 formation because it has that extra cam on top of your two strikers, so it's the best formation to attack in. And then if you're losing all the way and it's like minute 70 and you just need to press them all the way, it's 4-2-4 variation, right? So I go over all these tactics in my videos in depth, so I'll go over them very quickly. So to start off the actual custom tactic video, we're gonna go with the 4-2-3-1. So this is what I start off with, the 4-2-3-1, the narrow variation. So this is very good against 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, so is the other 4-4-2. So I start off balance with 35, depth 47. This is perfect for old gen. If it's new gen, this is still good as well. If you feel like it's a little bit too deep, then you can raise this one all the way up to about 55, 60. No higher than that unless you're really good at the auto offside trap. Then you can switch it all the way to 72 for the auto offside trap. If you don't know what that is, basically what that means is that your players are gonna automatically do offside trap every time your opponent's striker tries to make like do getting behind runs, right? You have to really practice at it. You can, but I don't like it. I like to control my own players because I don't really concede too much, right? And I like to run back with my players if they do a through ball. So I leave at 47 depth. Build a play balance, chance creation, direct passing with 47, players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Both offense tactics are same for old gen, new gen. Instructions, nothing on the goalie. I usually don't put nothing on the goalie. Center backs, nothing on those. Right back, stay back while attacking, conservative overlap. Same thing on the left back, stay back, conservative, and overlap. The reason why I put conservative is because I don't want them to move out of the way whenever they're doing like 1-2s via the wing. I don't want them to chip over my left back or right back, so I have conservative so they never move out of the way. They're only going to move out of the way if I move them out of the way, if that makes sense. And then overlap just if I do run up with my right back and left back, then I'm just gonna kind of run through the wings, you know. That makes my right cam and my left cam, which act as wingers, kind of cut inside. But I go in detail in another video. Just go back into my channel and actually look up the in-depth tactics and instructions and the mindset behind why I play how I play. Left CDM is cut passing lanes, balance, cover center. So long story short, with the center CDMs have one box to box and one CDM. So for me, Paulinho is my CDM, my tank, my destroyer. My box to box is Enzo Fernandez. Hence why he's the balanced attack, so he can actually carry the ball forward to start off the play. And Paulinho is cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center, because he's a tank. He's just gonna destroy any plays. Just try to get somebody that's really good at defending and very aggressive right here, and that's pretty fast. Your cam is going to be stay forward, get into box for cross. So we get into box for cross. Basically, he's gonna act like another striker. If once your striker moves out of the way, like he does a getting behind run, and you don't feed him, your cam is gonna get in the way and do second run. So act like a second striker. Um, and stay forward is because when you defend, your right cam and your left cam are going to be on comeback on defense, get into the box for cross. So both your right cam and your left cam, so they defend in a 4-4-1-1. So easy to defend, perfect for counterattacks and perfect for through balls, because your striker is going to be stay central and getting behind. So as soon as you have the option for a through ball, you just send it to him, right? So that's why you have to have good midfielders that can pass the ball and dribble, like Enzo and John Mario, because they will send the striker at all times, right? So if that's not working for me and I need to be a little bit more attacking, then I'll switch to the 4-4-2. 4-4-2 has been my go-to formation besides the 4-2-3-1 this year. So these are basically all my favorite tactics, the most meta ones, next to my favorite formation, which is the false nine. But that one's not as meta as these. So you can use the regular 4-4-2, not the second variation. So this one, if you would like, I just prefer this one because I like the CDMs. They defend better. So tactics is going to be, this is going to be for both old gen and new gen, and I'll explain. So defensive style balance with 35, debt 69. So the reason why I have such high debt is because my offensive play is balance. So I can steal the ball. I can press myself and steal the ball very, very high up, right? If you're not that good at pressing, then you can drop this to about 50. 47 will be the lowest. 50 to 55 will be neutral, like if you're moderate at defending, if you're pretty good at defending, and you can go up to as high as 60. But I don't like to use press after possession loss, so I like to press myself, so I go to all the way up to 69, because then I can actually press by myself. And because I'm so high up the field, I don't need to put direct passing, because my players are already in the right spot anyway, so I don't need them to move around. But if you do drop the debt to anything under 60, so from like 50 to 55, then you can turn on direct passing. Okay, so you can turn this on if you have it under 60. With 55, players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. I never changed those. So same thing with this one as the other one. Literally just your cam converts into your striker. That's it. Instructions: nothing on the goalie, nothing on the two center backs, right back and left back. Stay back while attacking, conservative. No overlap on these because I don't want them to move out of the way. I don't want them to overlap. I don't want them to make any runs because I'm going to be pressing so high up. If you don't press so high up and you do drop it under 60 debt, like around 50, 55, then you can go ahead and turn on overlap on these two. But for me, no, because I'm defending so high up. Um, your right CDM, same thing. Cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center. Left CDM, your box to box. Cut passing lanes, balance attack, cover center. Your left winger, come back on defense, get into box for cross, and your right winger, come back on defense, get into box for cross. So same thing as the 4-2-3-1. Get into box for cross allows them to do those darted runs or right through the middle. So if Rafael Leao has the ball and he's gonna cross it, Nuno Santos will be up there to get the header, right? For me, you have two strikers. One, your faster striker, your more clinical one will be stay central, getting behind, and the better dribbler out of both will be just on stay central. That's it, because he's gonna drop into the midfield to pick up the ball and either feed this guy, the left striker, or feed one of your wingers, or just calm down the play, start off the play, whatever. He's gonna be your go-to player, your number 10, right? If I can't score with this one, or I'm losing and I need more creativity, or the guy is just better than me and I just need to open up the play, I'm gonna go switch to the 3-5-2, right? Now 3-5-2, leave the tactics as is. Do not change this both for old gen and new gen, right? So balance, 37 width, 50 depth, right? Offensive style, build the play balance, direct passing, 45 width, and 5 players in the box, 1 and 1 on free kicks and corners. So with the width, I know it's 45, so it's pretty narrow, but what you're going to do is you're going to go, whenever you're playing, you're going to click on the D-pad tactics, so the up arrow while you're in the game, click up arrow, and I believe it's the left arrow or the right arrow, either one, that has hug the sideline. So when you have hug the sideline, your right mid and your left mid, so these two are going to be hugging the sidelines the whole time. So it's going to pin your opponent's right back and left back to the wings, and that way you have this little triangle of death up there, just going up his two center backs and a CDM if he has one CDM. So you're either going to outnumber him or actually have the same amount of players as he has defending. So literally, it's fair game. It's 1v1. Now it's all up to you, right? So besides that, you're gonna go instructions. Nothing on the goalie. Nothing on the three center backs. Left CDM, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. Same thing on the right CDM, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. Your right mid is going to be come back on defense, get into box for cross, getting behind. So the comeback on defense allows your right mid and your left mid drop all the way down next to your center back, so they make it into a 5 back. So you defend in a 5-2-1-2, if that makes sense. So the reason why I like this one over the 5-2-1-2, the formation 5-2-1-2, is because these have the CDMs, and I like the cut passing lanes instructions, and they defend deeper. Getting behind so they make the runs, and then get into box for cross. We already went over that earlier. Same thing on the left mid. Come back on defense, get into box for cross, and getting behind. Cam, stay forward and get into box for cross. So he acts like a third striker. So you got that little pyramid up top, that little triangle of death, as I call it. Your right striker is gonna be stay central. That's it. And your left striker stay central, getting behind. Same exact thing as earlier. And then if I'm going all out, like I'm losing, it's like minute 70 and I need to go all out. I need to score a goal or two before I just lose all the way. I'll go to the 4-2-4 formation. So one of the best attacking formations and better to press in. Your tactics are going to be constant press with 60, depth 72, build the play balance. If you don't like balance, you want to be a little bit more attacking, you could do long ball or fast build up. I just like balance because I like to have a little bit of control in my attack. I don't want to lose it and then I get countered and then that's it. That's game over. Chance creation forward runs with 55, players in the box 7, corners and free kicks 4 and 4. Instructions on these, they don't really matter too much because they're going to be going all over the place because of constant press, but I still put some on there. So goalie, nothing on the two center backs. Right back, stay back while attacking. Left back, balance and overlap because he does attack. So because he attacks, your left CDM is going to be, or your left center mid is going to be stay back while attacking, cover center, because he's going to cover for your left back going up and attacking, and then your right center mid is going to be get forward, get into the box for cross, cover center. So he's going to attack. So technically, you're going to have a 3 at the back, 1 center mid, and then you're going to be attacking with 6 players. So your right center mid and your left back are going to be attacking and helping out the attack, right? So your right winger is going to be on comeback on defense, get in behind and get into box for cross because you want them to come back, get the ball from your right back or left back, and connect the play and start off from there. Your left winger is going to be the same thing, come back on defense, get in behind, get into box for cross for the same reason. Left striker, stay central, come back on defense. I don't put getting behind because I already have forward runs. And then on him, and then my right striker, I have stay central, getting behind, come back on defense because I want to switch it around. And this time, I want him to attack a little bit more, my right striker, um, and just do the runs because I've been doing Stoikov to, how do I want to say this? I've been having my left striker attack the whole game, making the runs, so I want to confuse him and start making my right striker attack at the last 20 minutes, and it's just going to confuse them. And usually they don't mark him anymore because they know that the other player, your left striker, is going to be making runs all game, so they leave him behind or by himself, if that makes sense. So it works. I've only had to use it a few times, but it works. Got me back into the game. But yeah, that's the full custom tactics for foot champs this weekend. For my strategies, again, if you want one more formation that's more defensive than usual, like how I usually have it, than what I put this time, if that makes sense, put the 5-1-2-2 formation that I had last week. Just copy the exact same tactics from last week. But yeah, I changed it up a little bit. This is my team. Super subs: Buchanan, Keane, Orsic. Gonzalo Ramos is too tanky. I don't like him. There's too many tanky players. It's too tanky. He's like running on. He's like a fridge on skates. It's horrible. And then this little Asian Ben Yedder right there, Lee Dong John. Sometimes I play him. And then yeah, this is my team. If you missed out on Enzo, sorry. Stoikov, you should get him if you really need an icon or a striker. He's really good. He's stocky, so he pushes people off the ball. And John Mario, he's one of my favorite camps next to Bernardo Silva. I don't need the 5-star skill moves. I just need elastic dribbling. That's literally it. You can have your ball roll scoops, elasticos, reverse elasticos. I just need to left stick. That's it. That's it. And yeah, so this is my team. This is my first owner, Road to Glory. Hope you guys like the custom tactics. Hope you guys get a good ranking, pack something good. Maybe one of the team of the tournament has about to come out. But yeah, let me know if you guys get anything good down below and if you guys like the tactics. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Peace.